Top 10 Most Dangerous Volcanoes in the World. Number 10, Taal Volcano, Philippines. While more than 20 million individuals live close to Taal, found just 30 miles south of Manila, the country's capital. Human danger alone made Taal a contender for the Decade Volcano list during the 1990s. However, Taal likewise has been exceptionally dynamic as the centuries progressed. Just a few ejections in the far-off past incredible enough to have left calderas, openings in the ground, essentially, that in the end filled in with Lake Taal. Communication is significant in volcanology, as well. Researchers and local organizers cooperated as a component of the Decade Volcano program to restrict serious advancement inside the caldera. This premonition has likely made the current emergency somewhat simpler to oversee. Number 9, Avachinsky-Koryaksky, Russia. Populace in danger. Over 200,000 individuals live inside 62 miles, 100 kilometers, of these two volcanoes on the Kamchatka Peninsula in the Russian Far East. Last known emission, Avachinsky, 2001, Koryaksky, 2009. The flip side of living perilously near a functioning well of lava. All the great you can have during calm spells. Individuals in the video here, for example, summited Avachinsky one radiant day and furthermore got amazing perspectives on close by Koryaksky. Avachinsky looks so strong there. It's difficult to accept that this fountain of liquid magma here and there breakdowns. Be that as it may, close by Petropavlovsk, the biggest city in Kamchatka, was based on stores left by one such ancient disaster. Mud streams and magma are almost certain perils and can occur at one or the other spring of gushing lava. Petropavlovsk is separated to such an extent that its inhabitants should trust that guide will show up via land and ocean during a fountain of liquid magma crisis. Number 8, Etna, Italy. Everybody knows this one. Etna is an UNESCO site and has one of the longest authentic ejection records of any dynamic well of lava, returning somewhere in the range of 3,500 years. One glance at its terrific magma streams will disclose to you why Etna was chosen as a Decade Volcano. The film above was recorded in 2011 close to the town of Zafrana, which just exists today as a result of facilitated endeavors in 1992 that prevailing with regards to damming and afterward redirecting a magma stream that took steps to overpower the town. That sort of progress doesn't occur all the time during an ejection. Magma and intermittent aqueous impacts like this are the central perils at Etna. In any case, Sicily is vigorously subject to Etna the travel industry just as on agrarian items developed on the fountain of liquid magma. So any expanded movement would likewise have terrible monetary impacts. Number 7, Mauna Loa, USA. Populace in danger, 175,000 individuals. Last known ejection, 1984. You may feel that Mauna Loa is only that long, low mountain close to Kilauea, the Hawaiian spring of gushing lava that had a marvelous emission in 2018. Mauna Loa is really the tallest dynamic well of lava on Earth, transcending the Pacific Ocean bottom. It has continuous ejections, as well. In 1984, a magma stream came extremely close to the city of Hilo. Lava is the principal danger here, in spite of the fact that Mauna Loa additionally has had some flank implodes in the inaccessible past. Luckily, the Hawaiian Islands are not even close to a subduction zone, and ejections here are typically not as explosive. Volcanologists are watching Mauna Loa intently, since it gives off an impression of being gradually developing to another emission, yet they've seen no motivation to raise the alarm level any higher than it is presently. Yellow, the most minimal admonition stage. Number 6, Mount Merapi, Indonesia. Populace, almost 25 million individuals. Last known emission, 2019. Much global joint effort has zeroed in on Merapi during the Decade Volcano program. It's one of Indonesia's most dynamic volcanoes and sits in a vigorously populated area. Merapi's emissions are fierce, as well, with enduring pyroclastic flows. Besides those alarming dark passing mists, dangers at Merapi incorporate lahars, an Indonesian word for mud streams, and large avalanches. The most noticeably terrible ejection from Merapi as of late, in 2010, executed more than 100 individuals. Number 5, Mount Rainier, USA. Populace in danger, almost 3 million individuals. Last known ejection, 1450 AD, Eruptions during the 1800s have been accounted for, however not confirmed. This world-celebrated milestone close to Seattle, Washington, had its last enormous impact, a VA4 emission, around 2,200 years prior, yet that is by all account not the only risk. Mount Rainier, which is intensely glaciated, will in general fall, causing huge mud streams. This hasn't occurred during recorded history. The inhabitants of Armero, Colombia, weren't so lucky in 1985. While their ice-covered fountain of liquid magma, called Nevado del Ruiz, didn't implode, its magma dissolved highest point glacial masses and sent down a mud flow that immersed Armero and different networks, murdering more than 23,000 people. There was bunches of caution, however no one anticipated this. Thousands passed on who might have basically run 200 or 300 yards to security. The Armero misfortune was a main consideration behind both the UN peril decrease assertion and the Decade Volcano Project. Partly because of this consideration, Mount Rainier currently has better observing and danger planning. Also, some enactment is set up to decrease future advancement in high-hazard zones and advance public consciousness of the dangers here. Be that as it may, numerous individuals close to Rainier are as yet trying to claim ignorance. That is reasonable. However exceptionally pitiful. It's human instinct to never truly accept that something terrible can happen to you, until it does. Number 4. Sakurajima, Japan. Populace in danger, 2.6 million individuals. Last known emission, 2019. You probably won't have known about this fountain of liquid magma, which sits on a similar island as Mount Fuji, however farther south. The incredibly famous Fujisan is a critical danger to Tokyo and the subject of extraordinary exploration. Maybe the Decade Volcano Determination Board went with Sakurajima rather on the grounds that this hazardous fountain of liquid magma isn't too known. All things considered, you haven't seen the above occurring in Tokyo recently. But that 2013 video shows one of the risks that residents of Kagoshima City, under 5 miles from Sakurajima, regularly face. Sakurajima volcano used to be an island in Kagoshima Bay until 1914, when one of its dangerous ejections likewise released magma streams that associated it to the mainland. Now a large number of individuals live nearby. Kids there wear hard hats, simply on the off chance that it downpours stones while in transit to class.
Number 3. Santorini, Greece. Populace in danger, 67,500. Last known emission, 1950. Volcanologists are interested about the ejection history that gave Santorini, otherwise called Thera, its emotional appearance. They have distinguished at any rate 4 caldera-shaping occasions throughout the most recent 180,000 years. The latest, around 3,600 years prior, was a VI7 eruption. That's the one that may have destined Minoan human advancement, which fixated on the close-by island of Crete. Or on the other hand not. Nobody is entirely certain yet what shut down that astounding society. On account of the Decade Volcano program, Santorini presently has its first current fountain of liquid magma observatory. Up until now, it has recognized just periodic multitudes of seismic action, nothing that resembles an approaching ejection. Number 2. Onsen, Japan. Populace in danger, 7,300,000 individuals. Last known ejection, 1996. Yes, this is the one that slaughtered volcanologists Harry Glicken, Katia Kraft, and Maurice Kraft, alongside 40 others in 1993. Onsen isn't such a lot of a solitary fountain of liquid magma as it is a mashup of 3 huge stratovolcanoes and a few magma vaults, taking up a large portion of the Shimabara Peninsula east of Nagasaki. Pyroclastic streams are a significant peril here. Also, here and there imploding material falls into the ocean, producing tidal waves like the one out of 1792 that represented a large portion of the 14,000 or more losses from Onsen that year. Onsen stirred in 1990, driving clearings and annihilating in excess of 2,000 structures close to Shimabara City. Everything hushes up now, however when Onsen mixes once more, movement gauges will be more exact because of information acquired from Decade Volcano contemplates and other examination.
Number 1. Vesuvius, Italy. Populace in danger, more than 6 million individuals. Last known emission, 1944. You realized Vesuvius would be on the rundown, all on account of the video above. Yes, that is what a 5 ejection resembles close up. The lone commonplace volcanic perils not appeared in this movement are magma, gas, and torrents. However, these all asserted casualties that day, as well. Pyroclastic streams, magma, and gas have slaughtered individuals and caused monstrous harm during other Vesuvius ejections, remembering the last one for the 1940s. Tidal wave-producing avalanches into Naples Bay are conceivable, too. While everybody has known about the dangers here for quite a long time, the issue was first tended to during the Decade Volcano program. Presently, crisis plans dependent on the Pompeii emission and another incredible ejection in 1631 are set up and evaluated regularly. It's difficult to empty Naples and encompassing regions, yet Vesuvius won't get researchers and crisis workforce dosing the following time it thunders to life. The most noticeably terrible spring of gushing lava on the planet is continually going to be the one emitting close to you, if it's on a logical rundown, yet because of the Decade Volcano program, exercises have been discovered that assist individuals with entering and deal with the volcanic emergency any place it happens.